everybody. I got a little bit of a late start today, but it's unfortunate for me because the heat index is 105, 106 right now. But I'm going to try this field here. It's got some sugar cane laid down, and it's looking like it's good. There's little pieces of brick in here. There's some stuff. There's a site that I'm after in this area, so I'm going to give it a try. See what I can find. All right, back at you when I have the first signal. Hey everybody, I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a snake motif with the head up here and the tail down there of some sort. I have no idea what in the world that is. It's thin stamped brass. Kind of neat. I'll figure it out later. Cool, good start. Well folks, I've got a couple of little aluminum clothing buttons like this. They date to the 20s, 30s, 40s or so. I've got some pieces of D-buckles. I've got a couple of toothpaste tubes, but the trash is not really that bad. And, you know, everyday digging is a blessing. There's shade. There's one or two little thunder clouds up ahead, up above, but I just, you know, if it rains, it rains. Hopefully it doesn't rain, so that this isn't a pit of mud, but it's a blessing to have the shade and the breeze that creates, so. Yeah, back at it. Okay, so there's a real scarcity of signals here, but there's all kinds of signs: iron, brick, pottery, glass. Here's some sort of lead crystal. So I know that it's just a matter of time, as I drop my detector in the dirt. I know there's just a matter of time before I find something. I think that this site is probably 1920s, 30s, but often these spots can hold some surprising stuff that's older, so I'm going to keep at it a little bit here. Well, here is a frozen Charlotte doll in situ underneath a little piece of brick. Cute. Yeah, bathing doll, basically. These were meant to be played with in the bath, unlike the dolls that had soft bodies with just the arms and legs sewn in. Cool. Well, we've got a spoon handle here. Spoon or fork handle. It's not incredibly old. Probably about 100 years old, if I had to guess. 80 or 100 years old. There's life. All right, good. Maybe we'll walk into some finds. I see a lot of pottery and glass and stuff over here. So I'll get over here in these next rows here soon. All right, back at it. Well, folks, it looks like I'm making more eyeball finds than I am digging finds, but I know there's got to be stuff in here. Right there is a marble. I'm gonna pluck it out of the dirt. I'm happy to have it. All right, pretty yellow. Not damaged. Great. Well, it looks like I've got a storm cloud up here forming, and I don't like that, but I'm gonna deal until it starts raining, and I'll just run for the run for the truck. All right, so this I think is gonna be, yeah, it is the back of a pocket watch. So that's kind of cool. Common find. Good deal. Back at it. Well, friends, it's starting to rain, and I'm watching this rain cross. You can see it coming down in the distance over there. Big sheets of rain. I'm thinking it's going to skirt this field, but I'm not certain. So I may go sit in the truck for a little bit, just so I'm close to leaving in case I need to get out of here. It's a good drive back to the main road. All right, more soon. Well, the wind is whipping around, but I've got a bottle on the surface here, and it looks complete. That's cool. Probably some sort of perfume. It's a little chipped on the top, but I don't have an example like that in my collection, so I'm going to take that home. Very cool. All right, back at it. Well, folks, this is actually amazing. You can see that wall of rain right there. It traveled all the way across the back here, and it never came this way. So it sprinkled pretty hard, but the ground is so dry that it sucked it all up. So I'm in business until dark. Woohoo! Well, folks, I've been digging a lot of shotgun shells, so I know that I can be on the lookout for something like a breech block or something like that, you know, a double barrel segment. But in the meantime, I beeped over this, and that beeps like a nickel. So I'm excited to see what that is. It's about time for a coin. And it's time for the nickel guessing game. Nickel guessing game. What are you? Don't be a Jefferson. At least be a bisonoid. What are you? It's Warren, whatever it is. Huh. What is that? Is that a shield nickel? In this spot? No, I see stars. I bet that's going to be a V. Yep, it is a V. I can see the V right there. That's the orientation of the reverse. Awesome, V nickelage. All right, come on, let's get a Barber dime or something decent out of here, or really worn seated. All right, back at it. Well, I think this is one of those press the dot fasteners, or lift the dot fasteners. I forget what they're called, but yeah, so that's like World War I and II era stuff, I think. I forget what they were on, but at any rate, back at it. Well, folks, sun has come back out to torment me a little bit here. Burn off that humidity. I have a little personal item here. That right there is ooh, it's very fragile, it looks like. That is a wedding band. It's been crunched by the plow. So I'm gonna try to get the dirt out of it without damaging it. You can see how it was plated on the inside. There, it's sparkling in the sun. Definite wedding band. I love those finds. It's such a personal find, even though, you know, it wasn't solid gold. Yep, really cool. All right, back to digging. Well, everybody, I don't quite know what this is. It might be the cover of a button. It might be a button face. Probably something like a fish brand or a... Yep, I think that's exactly what it is. A.J. Tower Company fish brand. There you go. It's from a rain slicker. Probably about 1920, 1930. All right, back at it. Here's a white porcelain or ceramic marble. Cool. So that's got some age on it. Great. Keep at it while the light's shining. Well, folks, I was a little light on finds on this particular hunt. It's almost dark and the mosquitoes are coming out to feast, so I'm going to continue this tomorrow. Catch y'all later. Hey everybody, before we get to the finds wrap up from this hunt, I went to the beach, and I like to go every once in a while and dig with my buddy Birdman. And we went and we hit a site that we thought was maybe going to be older on land, as well as I dug some at the beach. And you know, people really aren't using coins as much as they used to. You got to hunt really long and hard to get some coins. But I found a fair number of quarters, including one lawnmower quarter, some pennies, dimes, and one nickel. Got this weird looking buckle. Not sure what vintage that is. That was a ground find on land. I would guess maybe 40s or 50s or 60s. Then in the water I did get what I thought was maybe a silver earring, but I think it's junk. It started to corrode a little bit. I got Jesus from a crucifix. I thought that might be silver. I'm going to watch it, see if it corrodes. Jury's still out on that one. I got this piece here, and that's actually marked. It says 925 China, you can see right there. So that is a gold-plated silver piece. It's got a little bit of heft to it. I got this Valentino Gabbani piece that says made in Italy. And what's crazy is that this is not gold, okay? This is just gold colored. I got really excited when I got a super low tone and pulled that out. But what's crazy is somebody paid $370 for that piece. It's not even gold. $370 for a V in an oval. Anyhow, pretty wild. And I did get a nice silver ring. I'm pretty pleased with that. That was a new drop. It says 925, I believe, here somewhere. Actually, I think it says it on the tip of the arrow, or yeah, right there on the back of the arrow. 925. So that's a sterling ring. It blew my ears off. I was pleased to have that. Anyhow, that's the wrap up for the beach, and now let's look at the wrap up for this hunt. Before we get to these meager finds from this short hunt, I wanted to show you this. I can confirm for sure, absolutely for certain, that right there is an internal piece from a small padlock made probably around 1890, 1910. The body of it was iron, and so I saw this one little cast brass piece in there, and the thing was falling apart in electrolysis, so I went ahead and removed that so I could have an example of it, and I cleaned it pretty harshly with the Dremel tool just to get the rust off to see what shape it was. Anyhow, so I'm always doing that to try to ID things. Here is some processor buttons. Here's two marbles that I found, a porcelain and a glass. This weird looking thing I just kept because I may find other pieces of it and have to ID that. No clue what that is yet. Here's the push the dot fastener, or lift the dot fastener, I think they're called. So those are, I guess, 19-teens, 20s, 30s era. Here's that little bathing doll, frozen Charlotte doll. There's some cut up lead. I got one piece of an aluminum button here, kind of neat, probably 1930s. Got this nice bottle. It looked like it might have had a sprinkler top at one time, but the top is broken, so I just kind of polished that down so it wouldn't cut me. It's very crude on the inside. You can see where the glass is uneven in there, but I kind of like that. It's a neat little, probably a perfume bottle. Then we got this fish brand, Towers Fish brand, slicker button. I did a button episode here a couple of episodes ago where I talked about all the different types of buttons and button dating and every different kind of button, so definitely check that out. This wedding band is gold plated still on the inside. Let's see, where is it? Right there. It still says on the inside 14K filled, so gold filling was basically, if it was like 5% gold, because it was very thickly plated, it could qualify as, quote, gold filled, which was not filled with gold. It was just thickly plated. A lot of people find these and they're thinking, oh gosh, why are they marked 18 or 14 if they're not actually gold? Well, some of them were marked as gold filled but weren't gold. Some of them were marked as gold but weren't gold before the Gold and Silver Marking Act, and I believe that was like 1906 or so. So that's why you find those. I got this weird snake piece, not sure what that is. It's got a little cutout here with the notch, but that's definitely a snake with the head up here and the tail over there. That's the first time I've seen that. I have no idea what that is. I like it though, pretty cool. And last but not least, I got the V-nickel. That's the obverse. It looks like 1904. And the reverse. Often you'll see that coins have one better side and one worse side by far, not just like kind of quasi-equal. I really have a hunch that that's because they were lost. You know, one side was down, face down in the dirt, one side was face up. Anyhow, so there's the finds. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. Tune in next week. See ya.